Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. But seriously guys, hi. Today's video is going to be a decluttering video. I did a ColourPop declutter a while back and a lot of you liked it, so I'm going to do another one. This time I'm going to be decluttering concealers that I don't like. Some of them I don't like, some of them I like. But in general, you guys probably already know this if you've been watching my channel. If you haven't, I'll fill you in. Lately, I haven't really been using concealers that much at all. I've probably picked up a concealer like maybe once in like, I don't know how long it's been, but I have a whole tub of concealers that need sorting out. Some of these concealers I'm going to be throwing away. I'm going to be keeping probably a few, but I'm not going to be keeping very many. There's a lot to go through, so let's just get started. The very first thing that I want to mention is this concealer right here. I've probably it's probably seen its last days. It is definitely a concealer that I need to get rid of. That is some serious wind out there. Okay. Anyway, this is a concealer that I probably have to get rid of because it is... Let me smell it. Oh no. Yeah, no, this is not going to go in my face. This is the Rimmel Match Perfection concealer, and this is a really good concealer. This is probably one of my favorites at the drugstore actually. I've recommended it and the people that I've recommended it to love it. I just haven't used it in a while and this one is expired, so this one is going bye-bye. So bye-bye. Alright, moving on. This is an interesting concealer. If you're looking for one specifically to cover, actually no, not to cover, to emphasize your brows, to really carve out your brows, or to really emphasize your lip line, then this is one to try out. This is the NYX Incredible Waterproof Concealer. Something about this concealer is that yes, it is a stick form, it is very solid, but what I like about this is that you can just literally use it to carve out your lips. If you're wearing a bold lip like this, you know, and you want to carve it out, then you can just draw a line, look right there, and then you take a brush, let me find a brush, and you just blend it out. So in general, this helps carve out that lip line. So boom, boom, before, after. See, there's a slight difference. I'm not sure if you guys can see it or not, but there is a difference. You can also do this to your brows. I just prefer to do it to my lips. So for that reason, I will be keeping this. Then I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. This is one that I really like, and I've been using this for concealing certain spots on my face or highlighting this part of my nose and then blending it out later. This is what I use this concealer for. It's a thick formula, but it's whipped. This is another one that I'm keeping, plus it hasn't had time to expire yet, so that's a plus. I think I bought these recently. Definitely, yeah, this one is old. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of these, and I have a lot of them, so it kind of pisses me off. But these are the LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealers. I have several of them, and that's because I used to go through these like hotcakes. Not joking. I used to go through these so fast, and that's because if you're looking for a concealer with a brush tip that you can pretty much use for anything. You can use this for correcting your under eye area. You can use this for concealing blemishes. The shade range is extensive, so you can buy a few shades lighter or darker and use these as highlighting and contouring, and that's what I use these for a lot. But they are a little bit old. I didn't really realize how old they were until I smelled one of them, so I'm just going to throw away all of them just to be safe, because I do not want these to break me out if I ever start using concealer again. Okay, so next I have several of the Maybelline Fit Me concealers. This one I've completely finished, so I'll be getting rid of that. This one I still have a little bit left in there and it's not expired, so I feel like I'll be keeping that. So these concealers in general, I used to go through again like hotcakes. Unlike the LA Girl Pro concealers, these ones are a lot more lightweight, and I use this specifically for highlighting my under eye area or just contouring, but more so for highlighting my under eye area. And the formula, it's lightweight and is buttery and is creamy enough not to crease, and it's not uncomfortable. A lot of times when I wanted something more light than this, like when I wanted something more lightweight, I used this. Plus it has a sponge tip applicator as well. But Maybelline in general, they have great face products. Okay, moving on, I have the L'Oreal Visible Lift Blur Concealer. This is one that I know is old, so I'll be getting rid of this. But this is such an amazing brightening concealer, and I love it a lot, especially when I was doing my mom's makeup. And once or twice when I've done her friend's makeup, I used to use this because this works really well on more mature skin. It's a really good concealer. Next, I have the Age Rewind from Maybelline. Damn, this is good, and I pretty much have finished it up completely. I'm throwing this away because it's probably just completely bad, and I have used most of it up anyway. But this is quite possibly my #1 brightening and under eye like correcting concealer. Like if I had to throw away every concealer like that I had, I'd probably use this. And if you were on my channel when I used to do like the full like baking the face and the powder and all that, I don't really do that anymore, but back when I used to do this, I used to use this concealer so much because it has like that lightweight texture. It's probably the most lightweight concealer that I have currently, but it covers so much and it does a good job of brightening. So if you like that lightweight feel, if you want something that's really lightweight, that brightens, that just pulls parts of your face forward, like if you want this pulled forward, if you want the bridge of your nose to be highlighted, this is an immensely natural way to do so without appearing like too overdone or too made up. It is very similar in that sense to the Rimmel one, but the Rimmel one has a brush tip. If you like the sponge tip, you probably will like this. If you like the brush tip, you will like this. But both of these are going in the trash because I value my face. Then I have the L'Oreal True Match Concealer. This is one of those times where I just think of myself like, I don't know, 2 years ago, and I'm like, why the heck did you think that this was good? Because it is a crayon concealer. So, yeah, I guess it's really creamy and it covers a lot. This covers a lot, by the way, but it kind of just dragged on my skin, and even though I was like, I love this concealer, I never really used it that much, honestly. I mean, I didn't really use it that much. I mean, I flattened it, but I didn't really use it much, like, past that. So this is going in the trash because this is expired. A lot of these are expired. Next is the Maybelline Master Conceal by Face Studio Camouflaging Concealer. This is definitely one of the higher coverage concealers in my collection. But if you like this sort of like tip, and you're looking for a concealer that will conceal a whole lot, that is a full coverage concealer, this one is a good option. Plus I like how a lot of the different shades in this concealer range have yellow undertones, which I find is really helpful, especially when you're concealing around your face, because a lot of concealers, this is really irritating, but a lot of concealers tend to have like pinkier undertones, which I feel is quite irritating because I have a more of a yellow undertone. I think yellow is sometimes neutral, but mostly yellow. But anyway, this is a really nice concealer for me. I really liked it a lot. I haven't really used it in a long time, but if you're looking for a good high coverage concealer, this one is one to check out. The only con is because of the opening, you have to use a brush to apply, or your fingers. But I would recommend a brush because that's a little bit more precise. This is another one of the high coverage concealers. This is a Physicians Formula Conceal RX Concealer. This is super high coverage. The only con with it is that it is so pinky toned, so it was difficult for me to work with it, but it is really high coverage. It's not as creamy as, say, this. This is a little bit more easy on the skin. This one is a little bit drying, so if I had to choose between the two, I'd recommend this. Ew, this is such an old school thing. This is okay, I'm just going to the bottom of this tub now. This is the NYC concealer stick. This is disgusting. I'm pretty sure it's expired, so I'm just gonna get rid of it right away. Remember when everyone was into the color correcting? Like, everyone would like just come out with all these color correcting products, and Sephora was full of them, and the drugstore decided to copy them, and then everyone started buying color correcting stuff. And the only way I really participated in that trend was by wearing like red lipstick on my face, you know, for color correcting, and by using this. This is the Wet n Wild Coverall Correcting Palette. So I'm getting down to the last two concealers in this bin. See, like, this is pretty much getting empty. I just have them here. The very first one is the Benefit Erase Paste Concealer. This was an okay concealer, didn't really blow my mind. Then I have the Hard Candy Camouflage Concealer. This is like, it's hardened. Yeah, this is really expired. Yeah, I remember I really liked this a lot, and it was so full coverage. I probably think it's the most full coverage concealer that I own. I've said that on several of these, but I completely forgot about this, so don't judge me. But this is probably one of the most full coverage concealers I own, if not the most. And the only reason it's pretty much almost completely full is because I didn't really feel a need to use it. In theory, a full coverage concealer sounds nice, but when you don't really need one, and when foundation covers most blemishes and most discoloration, if not all anyway, you don't really need a full coverage concealer like this. But I've heard that this concealer can cover tattoos, so that's kind of interesting. But in general, I am getting rid of this. Okay, so I have kept 1, 2, 3 concealers, and I'm getting rid of 13 concealers. So all of these concealers right here are going in the garbage bin because I have made a home for 3 concealers. I'm so proud of myself. This has gone really well. I got rid of so many. I'm very proud of myself. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for sticking through with me. I hope you guys got some recommendations. I mean, most of these concealers were expired, so that's why I got rid of so many. But in general, these concealers are really good. Some of them are not, but most of them are really good. So I hope you guys got some recommendations for concealers if you're planning on wearing any. Like I said, I don't really wear them much, so I don't really need them. So that's why I got rid of so many. And that's why so many of them are expired, and I haven't really been using them. So that's why I got rid of 13 and kept 3. So thank you so much for watching till the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.